Morning. I am the soul pool, you are the soul pool, we are the soul pool, together as a collective, and without you this doesn't work. They woke me up with the song Shake It Off. Now, I'm pretty sure it was mentioned in Astral DJ's song yesterday. It wasn't a song, but it was mentioned. And I'm trying to think who it was by. I might be wrong, but I think it was Katy Perry. So the name Katy may be important. Because with Astral DJ they try and mention as many living and spirit as possible. And that energy may still be around from yesterday. That's all I can think. It's not one of my songs, so I don't know really if that is there, but anybody that knows it will know it. It is quite a recent song, I think. So overall energy for today, Spirit, please. There we are. Today is about our wishes and dreams and whether they come true or not. It's Aquarius energy. We have, I believe, Sun in Libra, Moon in Pisces, Mercury's retrograde in Libra, Venus in Sagittarius. So we'll see if any of those come out. Oh, it's the last card. So it's tonight. Could be very late on tonight or early hours tomorrow. That card keeps showing itself to me, so Virgo could be important, or health issues. So it's about the truth. 1 week. Cutting through the bullshit, getting to the point brings success. Truth. It's also about sex. Scorpio energy, transformations. Something ends so something new can begin. It's about the reproductive organs and shared resources. Number 13. Living our past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. Impatience. And Sagittarius, which is addictions. Sagittarius is Venus in Sagittarius. So let's have a look, because I thought Spirit did say it'd come up, so I've got my book ready just in case. So Venus in Sagittarius desires companionship, sociable, flirtatious, lusty, generous, independent, and promiscuous. So sex. Venus in Sagittarius falls rapidly in and out of love and seeks a courtesan or entertaining companion. So beware of one-night stands because there's addictions here. Leo, Scorpio, and Sagittarius are mentioned. Something ends, so something new can begin. Who's born on the 14th, living or past date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. And again, that's the impatience. So impatience won't get you anywhere. There's addictions to drugs, alcohol, chocolate, shopping, gambling, whatever it is. And that's why your wishes and dreams can't come true at this time. You have to face the ghosts of the past. Because of retrograde, and retrograde will always kick the door on the way out. It goes direct on the 18th, which is tomorrow. So something still needs to be reassessed or readdressed. You're not facing it. When you don't face it, there's no hope, healing or freedom. There could be medical issues with the ankles and the legs. There's no going back, you know that. So now you have to pick a path. So you're pausing after this ending before you make a new beginning. Something from the past needs to be addressed first. You may need professional help, doctor, priest or lawyer, or just clear thinking. Like I said, going for the bullshit, getting to the point. You have to think clearly. You are protected. There's a gentleman either in spirit or the flesh. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's not necessarily a star sign. It could be a part of his chart. But it's somebody who's detaching themselves to think clearly. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, cusper. North Node in Gemini. So we'll have a look, see what that is, because that could be important. We've got nothing in Scorpio, so I can't look for that. So let's see, North Node in Gemini. It's about effective communication. The soul is learning to express itself without ambiguity or ambivalence. This is the path of truth. So where we started, we finish. It's about you expressing your truth. Maybe confessing addictions to a doctor or counsellor, something like that. But it's addressing the issues of the past. Finding clarity, ending something and beginning something new. But you're pausing to make sure you finished whatever it is that needs finishing before beginning something else. So it looks like we're on the threshold of something. Right, so we start with the female partner of this gentleman. So a couple, maybe. The female's not happy. She's out for revenge. She could be a widow. She could be a divorcee. This is somebody that's been hurt, massively hurt, and a chip on the shoulder they want to get. They want to blame somebody, really. Sometimes you have to go within and blame yourself. So don't seek revenge because it will come back to you tenfold. But there is discord in a relationship. There's lack of clarity and truth really. The truth needs to be told. Yeah, there's bickering, arguing, but there's something deeper below the surface. There has been a massive disappointment, and it's got to be said. Like I said, you've got to face your shadow side, what your part in that was. You're not to blame. There's no blame game here. But you have come to the proverbial bridge, and it's time to cross it. You need to love yourself unconditionally, or there may be an older, possibly water sign person, cusper, living or past, unconditional love for yourself and others. Yeah, no more sacrificing yourself. You've got to put your boundaries in place. I've told you the story about the guy that gave us fire, and it's putting an end to the suffering that you've taken on for somebody else. It might have been to get your own way. So you've tried to manipulate somebody by sacrificing yourself to get what you want, playing the martyr, playing the victim, or somebody's done that to you. That's got to stop. There may be issues with the feet and toes, but you have to put your boundaries in place, because you're giving to ungrateful people, or you are the ungrateful person. It's Neptune energy, it's karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. I was born on the 12th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in, I'd like to say positive because it's in the reverse. The moon is in Pisces, which is really important. I'll read that in a minute. And Neptune, so it's something deep that needs to be addressed. The number 12, like I said, and the number 4, but the 12 is the most important. So we've got Moon and Neptune in Pisces. Let's see what that says. The Moon in Pisces, emotionally sensitive, mendacious, compassionate, receptive, empathic, imaginative, but unreliable, gullible and self-indulgent, which goes back to the addictions. It's escapist tendencies, so wanting to escape this situation. Neptune in Pisces, it's in its own sign really, aspires to total merging, a return to the source. The danger lies in being unable to distinguish between escapism and true spiritual inspiration. So whether somebody is going mad or actually having downloads from spirit. So you've got to prepare for anything. Be ready for action, but don't take action yet. It is passionate communications, rapid movement, and those born 1966 plus or minus 12 February to February may be involved. Something is going to be coming very, very clear. Possibly brought by someone born on the 19th, living or past, date for your diary and address. It is positive because it removes all obstacles, but there is some sort of the raccoon suggests it's a difficult situation to get out of, but a raccoon is capable of doing it or get into. Again, we've got the one night stands there. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Somebody sticking their head in the sand. No stamina. They don't stick at anything. It doesn't last. It's not meant to. So no commitment. No stamina. Doesn't finish what they started. And that's what Spirit's saying. You've got to finish one thing before you can have the other. There is freedom wanted here, but somebody isn't taking action. And it looks like it's across the board. Earth signs seem okay, but the rest of us seem to be in this predicament. Yeah, a reunion, a celebration, a get-together. So this might take place after a night out, a celebration, a one-night stand, and it brings something to an end. Someone feels stuck. Yes, somebody wants to escape. They've had enough. There is something to do with children there. So it could be feeling stuck because of children, or something positive from somebody returns from your childhood. Something returns from the past. Mercury retrograde does bring shocks like that, but it's a happy memory. Yeah, love has left the building for somebody. They want to escape, I'm afraid. There's no commitment here. You have to fight for what you want. There's no sitting back, resting on your laurels and expecting it to happen for you. There has been heartache, sorrow, loss and separation. We'll go back to that lady there. So a third party could have been involved, I'm afraid. Minor surgery perhaps, separations, temporary and permanent, as with people working away, or kids coming between you and your partner, parents. Something is coming between you and what you want. And there's a dangerous man because of it. That same man is not thinking clearly, it's confused, but things will become clear. But just be careful of the violent man. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a doctor, priest or lawyer that makes bad decisions. Again, it's about your passion and rapid movement forward, perhaps travel, but it's the planning stages. Somebody is planning an escape, I believe. They want to escape this situation, but they feel stuck at this time. So planning is needed. Something has to end so something new can begin. Got the 13 and 14. Both mentioned. 13 is positive, 14 is negative. And we have the 12. So 12, 13 and 14. So this could go into November. Those dates are consecutive, so 12th, 13th and 14th. Yeah. A gentleman who works within the home for people, a joiner, plumber, electrician, etc., or even a carer, is either leaving your life or is a negative energy on this situation. There's insanity here. Somebody's done something, possibly a one-night stand, something mad, something they shouldn't have done. And it's making this female mourn the loss. Could be a widow, like I said, a divorcee, or just somebody mourning something. It is gender specific, so it is a female that's mourning the loss. There could be a military man leaving your life, or fights that need to end. There we go. We have the Leo, the others born 1962 plus or minus 12, February to February, involved somewhere. Lies, deceit and theft will be found out. But there is hope of escape. Someone wants to escape. But until you face this head on, there'll be no hope, healing or freedom. And there's a very important female in this situation. Someone to look up to. A virtuous woman. Someone who is above all others. Respect. There's a lot of respect here. She's looking the other way at this time because this is unhappiness in love, third party situation. It turned out to be a love situation, but for most of you, it's probably, well, no, it has to be love. There's no coins. So it is a love situation. So you'll know if it's you or not. Let's see. A lot to do with sex, one night stands, etc. 11th house, friends. Maybe friends have become a bit more than friends, and that was maybe a mistake because somebody's got hurt. 35. Yeah, there is a reunion, a celebration. So be careful because somebody is, it might be at a celebration, a wedding, a birthday party, whatever. Somebody is aching for someone to be there. So we're talking, it says, don't walk behind me, and this is the Soul Pools mantra. Remember, it's on my top of my page. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend. So the three graces of hope, which we will lose in hope, faith and charity. There is a bond here of friendship. You need to rely on the support of your friends and other associates. So maybe you need a night out with the girls because this has gone pear-shaped. Or a night out with the lads. But the lads, you have to be very careful you don't do something stupid. Don't attempt to go it alone because you will need help. It's about associations and how we connect to others. It's groups, alliances, ideals and our aspirations. The public and social arena. The house of friends. But it is so much more than that. It has everything to do with the collective that comes from groups. People who identify and align with each other, your soul family. By combining our energies with others, we can make our world, but more importantly, the domain of others, a better place. It has much to do with your destiny, what you decide to give before you leave this earth, your sole purpose. The 11th house deals with greater good and living up to an ideal. The 11th house says we are not in this world alone and that it is time to aim higher. Go among the broader society to work with others or share your energy. It is not a good time to work on your own or sit on the couch and vegetate. The support of allies and other groups is necessary. It points out how we are distinct. It is a reminder that we are unique among groups of friends. When this card turns up in a reading, the focus is on friends, what groups you belong to, and who you associate with. To achieve your objectives, pooling your resources with those of others may be necessary. There will be changes in your friendships and associations, or possibly you may be able to achieve an important goal or desire based upon who you know. It represents the collective creativity. A friend may have the very information that you need to further advance your cause or goal, or it could be through a friendship of lovers or spouse that will allow you to attain your dream. This means you are to hook up with the right people at the correct time. Now it is all about the people you know and what organisations you associate with, but you have to get out there and face things head on. Even though it's a fortuitous time to join a class, club or society, it is also important that you stand out. Others will support your individuality, so don't sit back and say no. Sometimes this card indicates the sudden appearance or disappearance of an old friend, possibly. The 11th house is also the house of stepchildren or children who belong to your lover. Issues involving such children may arise. Someone may find out that a child that they believe to be theirs isn't. Look to the surrounding cards for the meaning of this issue. The appearance of the 11th house card means the collective, those who support you as a friend, but can sometimes indicate open enemies and rivals. It could just be a spirited competition between you, which is the 5 of Wands there, look. But in the end, what works out is what works out best for all. So it's not a good time to serve your needs only. It's time to be a comrade and give consideration to your friends. Friendship, friends of all kinds, allies and alliances, social contacts, organisations and clubs, gatherings, we've had that twice, so that's 3 times now, gatherings. Dreams, hopes and aspirations, your destiny, but you're not looking at that at the minute, and you should be. Compassionate acceptance. So if something's not working out, accept that and don't be like this lady, all guarded and hurt. Just be compassionate. Just think, oh well, these things happen. I know it's easier said than done. The place where we discover we are not alone. Being different, individual, one of a kind. Foreigners, other cultures, and people with different ethnicities or backgrounds. Tribal connections. Suffering from rejection or banishment from the tribe. Travelling to foreign lands, entering a new field. Misfits, artists, stepchildren, children who are also our friends. Technology, connecting through electronics, going with the flow, trusting in the flow as well as in your own wild and unique self. The 3 of Cups, which we've had now 3 times. Source of help, alliance, group, friends, the black sheep of the family, goals, hopes, wishes and dreams. But to have it 3 times with the 3 of Swords, unfortunately, could suggest a third party situation. So be very careful and watch yourself, because one night stands never bode well, do they? Especially if it's a friend, you will lose a friend, and it may be a good one. You need your friends. So Aquarius, Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, all mentioned. Aquamarine, number 3, and Agate, the number 9. Aquamarine, it is known as the stone of foresight. So have foresight. You have been warned, because something from a one night stand could totally mess things up. It's a combination of flexible thinking, intelligence and emotion. It symbolises empathy and patience. Yes, they want you to be patient. It builds inner strength, confidence and self-belief. Thus it has the advantageous effect on leadership, as it brings harmony among people upon synchronization. It helps relieve the mind and heart, so removes the blockages, makes one considerate of others and improves communication skills. However, one may not be able to see the bigger picture when feeling pressured or unstable. So be very careful. You may not see things clearly. Somebody may have been putting obstacles in your way. An agate is slowly made of several layers and is strong as the rings of a tree, thus representing stability. It is effective for anxiety, insomnia, epilepsy and other neurological diseases. The effects do not appear fast and take time, but come in strongly. It improves concentration and releases patience and casualness. It is very practical when you need persistence. So you maybe need to get some there then, Kristen. We need to get some for Casey. It stabilises people with frequent mood changes, sensitive emotions, and those who act carelessly by giving persistence and patience. So above all, patience. Watch out for issues with friendship, because you may need those friends. But also I think maybe you're realising who is no longer part of your tribe. So thanks for listening. Bye.